Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. It's been a while since I put a video out. I've been really tired. I needed some time away, basically. The last 2 months or so I've been full-time. I don't have an exact week by week knowledge of my full-time hours, but I am getting back to firing on all cylinders. But it's tiring, so I thought I'll take some time off. Now I want to talk about this coin that came in. I would have spoken about this in prior videos. So this is a PF69 double 2016. I've valued it around 1200. Now I think it's actually 12 to 1400, but 1200 is where my market is at. Now if you look at the coin, there are marks on the coin. However, these are residue marks. They're not scratches or anything like that. This coin should have been conserved. Will the coin get a 70 with conservation? Wow, I'm not a professional grader. But I think it will make the coin look a bit nicer, and it's got potentially an upgrade. Doesn't mean it will, but I'll take that. I'll take that chance. Not a problem. So you look at it, it's actually a great coin, but it should have been conserved. Let's see if we can get the right angles in to show you guys. Now, how I come about this. So those of you that have followed my channel, you would know that one of these sold at auction. It's on the case. One of these sold at auction, I think it's about 875 if memory serves. And there was another gentleman who was trying to sell one for 1400. Well, he sold these on eBay. I think he said to me that he got the ask, but he had to take out the fees. And that's where I get to the valuation of 1200. I'm always looking at what the fees are elsewhere. The person who bought auction had an absolute steal. Absolute bargain on this. So when I spoke to the gentleman, I said to him, wait until the auction result comes in and we can see where we're at. I was absolutely, just confused at how it went for 875. But I sold him some other coins, and I said to him, I've got a proposition for you. These coins, some of these are worth a bit more. If I give you a good deal, would you come down to £1,000 on this coin? Because it covers my downside. And he was like, yeah, I can do that. So it was pretty much a straight swap on some half proofs I sent his way. So I still think this is worth 1200. I might get it reholded. I might try and sell it first. If it doesn't, I'll send it off to grading to get it conserved. But I've got this for £1,000. If I sell it for 1200, happy days. If I have to drop it, I've covered the downside. And that's kind of the key message here. Fantastic coin. The 2016s are really coming to the forefront. People are starting to recognize. There's one dealer who's going crazy. He's buying lots of them. I think he's trying to move the market, but I don't know for a fact. The same gentleman had these. So these are just, if it focuses, they're just 1981s. They're not really worthy of... Okay, do you want to focus? There we go. I wouldn't personally grade these. These have been sold anyway. So I had a client come in, a long-term client. He was one of my first clients many moons ago. And he was like, do you have any sovereigns? And I had some coins come in from a trade. I traded them out for stamps. And I said, I know someone is trying to get rid of some sovereigns. Let me speak to him. And I'll just middleman it. Like, there's not really any money in that type of trade, but it helped out both parties. So the guy who sold these, I offered him spot, and he said, nah, do 395, come down a little. And then that way, I made a bit of money. So I do appreciate that. The market is a mess. Nice coins. So the gentleman's now got rid of the coins he didn't want, and he can put them into coins he does want. Not a problem. Will there be a time where these do get graded? I don't know. I don't think they should be, to be honest, but I think people are chasing the profits wherever they can find them. I personally wouldn't grade these. A lot of them got the pitting. So yeah, that came off the one gentleman. The 9 sovs have been sold. I had these come in. So these were what I originally sold the long-term customer. So these come in on a stamp trade. I've been trading a lot of first-class stamps for gold coins. So I've been doing it 87.5 pence per stamp, and then whatever the person wants to trade. So these come in at spot, and I kid you not, I think I made, I think it was for about £10 a coin, minus postage. Crazy, crazy market. That's how it is. I listed them on the groups. They didn't sell. The gentleman decided he wanted them, and then he took the other coins on top. That's where the market's at the moment. But yeah, I've been trading a lot. Like, if it gives me liquidity, it takes me out of my stamp position, and I can just kind of cash it in terms of the gold position. And a lot of people are taking me up on that offer. I think I've sold 13,000 first class stamps as it stands, and I've still got another 20 odd thousand to go through. That's fine. I don't have to do it all in one day. You know, I can unload it when I have the energy levels. That's one of the reasons why I took time off as well, because I had to recount those stamps, and that's a lot of work. So I want to get the stamp side of the business back up and running. I've been wiped out of late. I've sold a lot of stamps of late. It's good because it's one of the few things keeping me afloat. And then I had another client who I've dealt with for a long time. He's local to me. I met him in his van. Nice guy. He had a bit of silver, and he come to me recently, and he was like, "Sean, I want to sell my silver." And I said to him, "You don't want to sell it. It's a mess. It's an absolute mess at the moment." He's like, "Okay, fair enough." And he comes back to me and he says, "Okay, it is what it is. Can I sell the silver?" I said, I'm always a buyer, but I've got to make a spread. So this, I paid £1 over an ounce. Yeah, what a mess that is, to be honest. It's crazy. I listed this for 705. The spot had jumped a bit. By the time we agreed it, spot had jumped a little. So I was like, I'll try 705 posted, which was £2 over an ounce at the time of posting it. No takers, so I just dropped it 10 quid, so 695. Crazy. I might have to drop it again, we shall see. There was also another 18 ounces. So some of these are sold to him, and this is why I said to him, you want to hold out, because I can't pay you what you paid me. There's a certain trader. I was having an in-depth chat about him actually with a client, and I said he's single-handedly crushed the market. That's okay. I don't really care about that. Like, if you want to be a trader and you're good at what you do, you're going to get no complaints from me. Is he doing it on the legal side? I don't personally think so. I don't know, but it doesn't matter, because something is or it isn't. You know, I'm not worried about what other people are doing. I'm worried about, can I get it in myself? So I'm getting silver in, and the past few times I've got silver in, it's pretty much, I can offer you this, I'm really sorry. It's not a case of I want to maximise. It used to be I'd pay £3 over an ounce, £3.25 over an ounce, and I'd slap on maybe £2.50 to £3, and it was a healthy market. Now, so these coins I paid, I think it was £1.20 over an ounce. If I make £2 an ounce on them, we shall see. I've got to take out VAT, although that won't be for much longer in terms of the VAT. So there was more, there was 18 ounces, so we got Brit. But it's it's a good job I've got a yoga mat. I put a yoga mat next on the floor. I was trying to measure the dimensions and never picked it up. They got these are just bullion, but yeah, like in the past I would have sold these and people would have done well, and I don't think silver is where it should be, personally. I've kind of given up on silver as a trader. As an investor, I personally believe silver will have its day. When that is how long is a piece of string. I think it's been suppressed personally for industrial reasons. But it's buy to buy, like I said earlier in the video, something is or it isn't. It doesn't matter to me the reasons or the rationale. 3 of these came in as well. I think one of these has got milk spots. Yeah, the middle one. it doesn't matter to me the rationale. My job is to trade it. My job is to get it in and to move it. And if I can't get it in and move it, then I've got to change tact. As a trader, you're very fluid. You constantly change to how the market is. It's not a case of, or at least that's the case for me, and that would be the case for most traders. It's not going to be the case for Bullion by Post, for example, or Atkinson's, because they are the dominant players. They can just hold their guns. It doesn't matter. But it's okay. Yeah, I think we'll call it.